And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 2 of the VHEL Spring 2026. I'm your host, Kenzo, as is W, and tonight we got a whopping 2 drops for you guys, 2 games for these players to earn some points in the VHEL League. How you doing, everybody? It's a very cold night, but it's always a time to sit back, enjoy the gameplay that we are providing for you guys. As always, we have some top-tier players, some big names coming into this matchup tonight as all the teams are spreading out. Seems to be a lot of action not going on at the moment, but it's always exciting just to see what these two teams bringing in store. As you can already see right off the bat, people dropping and getting knocked out like flies, always a staple in these early rounds, in these early matchups. It's doable this time around, so no squad mates, so it's up to these teams to make sure that their partner does not go down, otherwise they are out for the round. As we can just see players stocking up, getting some materials very quickly, as we see Dave plays and his teammate Daniel Dude already trying to stock up and get some shields. Building up for the minutes, we probably have a couple shots firing off. Seems to be Nathan the GOAT engaging with Dave, down to 6 shield, trying to knock him off. And Dave just survives, eliminating Nathan the GOAT. Already off the bat, we have just 1 elimination so far. These two teams sharing a pair of eliminations. As we see them again just stocking up on some materials. Again, the early rounds are always fast-paced. Players getting knocked down left and right before the slow, steady of the match kicks in. Dave plays once again just farming for some materials, see what he can muster for the time being. Right now, he's rocking with a decent amount of set, 175 gold, and not a lot of material so far, so that's what he's gonna primarily farm for the time being and not engage in any activity so far. We just see Geno with 2 knockdowns so far, as we see Fortnite. He looks to be running by himself right now. So it's all going to be up to him for the time being. No teammate in sight. That might be a bit detrimental to his play for the time being. Right now, just rocking with the Iron Pump shotgun for the time being. So he's going to have to play a very slow-paced matchup if he wants to secure the win. And it just might do that. Fortnite surveying his field. Optimus already eliminated so far. 59 players left in the match. A very, very stalemate so far, as Haydenator and Viper FN engaging a bit of shots fired. See what they can do. They're building for the time being. Gonna box up for the time being. As he shields himself just for the nick of time. Tries to set something up. Tries to at least maneuver around, but he's gonna back off for the time being. Lots of fast-paced action. Shots fired. Geno looking to make another kill. Can he get out of there? Hayden a little bit, but he's gonna take massive damage, rocking out with 5 ships, right to pop the ships once more. No, instead gonna use the jetpack to get out of there. Can he evade all the shots? Oh, he can't. Viper's gonna go down. Hayden is gonna try to get in the way. Down to 31 health. He just gets out in the nick of time and uses the materials to build himself to try and regain his shield. Viper eliminated. He only had 1 elimination so far. Can Haydenator regroup some time and gain some shield? Yes, he will. But he's going to be rocking with just 31 health for the time being. Shots fired once more. Geno pays for it with a bit of greediness, but he might have his teammate to back him up. Can he get the elimination? Yes, he can. Haydenator with 1 elimination takes out Geno. It's going to be up to his teammate, and he's going to pop that miss for the time and regain off his shield. Risky looking to at least change him and follow up behind his teammate. And then with all sorts of action, has 2 people around him. He's going to have to get it out of there. Use the jetpack once more. Can he get out of there? Yes, he will. But that jetpack has always been the do or die. Been always the kind of the bane of existence for some players, the death of them. But for Hayden, he just gets out. Surveying the map once more. You can just see players get eliminated down to 56 as we go over back to Fortnite. All by his lonesome self. 31 health is all he has. As that storm slowly creeps in, you see a lot of players just hanging around that storm. And they don't take a lot of damage. But however, it's going to be... That storm is going to take more damage as the match goes on. As we see Moneymaker and Junior just flying through the air, up and down, evading shots left and right. Great maneuverability from them. See what they could do for the time being as we head over to Beast and Pumps. Between these two, they're engaging as Beast gets knocked down for the time being, and he's going to get eliminated as Pumps. Oh, Pumps just got out there in the nick of time, not able to save up his player. 55 players left as another storm slowly keeps around that circle. Head over to Ego Dill. Ego Dill again, all by himself. It's going to be very hard to kind of at least get a win, but let's see what he could do. So far, not a lot of setup. He does have a mech kit, the mist, and a mini pot to help him just survive for the time being. They'll just surveying, kind of playing a bit of slow and steady for the time being. Always a great maneuverability. He hears some footsteps, maybe. Wonder if he should at least pressure or back off. He seems to just be backing off for the time being, or maybe not. Maybe for the time being, he's gonna try and get up there, but he misses. He's just gonna barge in and gonna barge when he can, get some more ammo and some more gold. Stocking up on that shotgun ammo. He has a lot of it. So he is safe for the time being, but he's gonna have to, like I said, he's gonna have to pretty much play with so much carefulness. He does not want to get eliminated, as we are down to 33 teams left. 57 players left in the match. As Eagle has all the time in the world to back off and just play with so much carefulness, but he's likely he's gonna have to pretty much do it on his own if he wants to secure a victory. Looking at the map once more, lots of players spread out, and this is where the stalemate does come in. And speaking of stalemate, is quickly gone as Theory engaging a bit of fire, down to 37 shields left, trying to pop it one time. Can he do it? Oh, but Level Boy is gonna get just getting the time, but Theory's gonna get shot. He has one down, the shield left, as that storm circle slowly creeps in. Can he do it? Loverboy is surveying, trying to catch people off guard. It's not working for the time being. Theory once more pops his shield, and Loverboy's gonna use that splash to kind of get himself just a bit more health. Shield's breaking down. Theory in trouble, trying to survive, but he can't. Loverboy and him just popping the shield, trying to survive what they can. But up top goes Miko. Miko trying to catch him off guard. But it's too late for the time being. Theory down to 0 shield. Just trying to get out of there. Yes, he will, but he's going to be chased all up to Loverboy himself. And Loverboy, oh, listen, you can't, but Miko's going to make a pay with a shotgun. Down to 78 health they are. Loverboy just trying to get him out. Just trying to get out. Box himself in. And he's going to get out of there. And possibly regroup. He's going to use his mini to at least get some shield backed up to 25 shield. And he's going to regroup with his teammate. Loverboy, oh, there's some shots firing, but Loverboy just able to get out there, evading all the shots he can, still with the air. Great maneuverability as he gets some health back. He's gonna try to fire, try to knock Rax out the air, but he can't find it. Theory in the storm. Then here comes the storm. They have to be very careful to not get caught by it. And Loverboy's gonna pop his jug to regain all he can. But now he's in that storm. Shots once more. Oh, gonna get third party once more. Loverboy read that, and he's not gonna be caught off guard with it. Shots fired down to 5 health once more. Can he get it? He's gonna try to pop it. But that storm is chipping away at the health. Chipping away. He knocks down one. Trying to knock down another one, but he's not gonna get it. Maxi catches him off guard. Theory trying to get him. Able to resurrect his teammate. And is able to, sorry, not resurrect, but able to avenge his teammate. And that was all up to Theory to win it out for them. Looking at the map once more, going over to the Jimmy with his teammate Sizzles. Sizzles may be in trouble, or it's actually Jimmy who's in trouble. Pops his mini for the time being, but he does have the stealth splash, so he can't get it. Trying to catch another person off guard, the 1v1 in his favor in the box fight. Sizzles. Oh, he's gonna back off for the time being. Sizzles realized he had an opportunity there, but he realized the moment was too soon and too late for him. Sizzles regrouping with his teammate. Shots fire all over their base right now. They do hear footsteps, but they don't want to pressure. They don't want to be gritty for the time being. Realizing the opportunity can come when it can. Sizzles with his teammate once more. just boxing off for the time being, and just going to back off for a little bit. They do fire out a couple shots, but nothing is going. Once more, fire out a couple shots. Shim's just trying to at least get some shots going, trying to break that box, but he can't. But Jimmy is going to get paid with some damage, down to 47 health over to Sizzles. Sizzles trying to catch people off guard. Shots try to get through that defense, but it's not going to matter. And Jimmy's just trying to break through. They're in the heart of it. They're just trying what they can to see what works. But they're surviving a long time they can. Shots fired once more. Sizzles in that box. Gonna slow down for the time being. If you look at the map once more, lots of shots just firing as we head over to Shoegaze. His teammate have been very on the outskirts of the map as he gets with Dark Shadow, tries to pop through, tries to break through that barrier, but he's not going to have everything, but he's going to get 13 blue, very critical, trying to fire with a couple shots more, and down goes Dark Shadow. Shoegaze with an elimination as we are down to 41 players left in the match. 41 players left. This is where you start to see just a pickup of both of these teams. Sizzles and Jimmy each with 6 eliminations together combined and make that 7 as Shims goes down. Sizzles copying off his 4th elimination of the night. A great performance for him. Will that matter in the final moments? 24 teams left to 40 players left in the match. Team slowly engaging with as that storm slowly circles back down. Heading over to Shadows and Miko. They haven't had elimination so far, but that can change in the time being. Between these two players, they haven't had anything go their way. Just been stocking up on materials, and they almost had a couple eliminations. They almost have them, but you could just see the players escaping with them jetpacks. And speaking of, they might have a chance. Looks to be a player. They look to be double team for the time being. But he's going to get out of the leg of top. They're going to use the pressure. The 2v1 interferer. Can they capitalize? Trying to break through with the pickaxe. Oh, they're slowly trying to get through something. Miko tried to circle around, but it's not going to matter. A great box up for the time being. Shots fired at a good time. That seems to be a bit of a pressure. Shadows and Miko tries to get something. Fraction looks like it. Yes, it is. NBA Fraction just trying to maintain the high ground. We haven't seen a lot of that during this match. No players have gone towards the high ground. It's meant to have been close fights and engagement. And speaking of engagement, third party, they immediately box up. 33 Outcast trying to take him out by surprise, but it's not going to matter. Him's down to 37 health, just trying to get out there as he gets back into the storm. Able to get out of it. Oh, he should be using that jetpack, but he's going to get knocked down, and it's all up to Miko to clean out, to finish the job. Down to 22 players left. 22 teams left, excuse me. It's down to 37 players. Miko, for the time being, is going to box up and pop the miss. He's going to have to get out there. A very risky move, playing near the storm circle. But it might pay off. Miko once more. Going to get into that storm and just engage for the time being. See if he can pop that shot and just do some damage towards that structure, but it's not going to matter. Miko once more might get some materials, and yes, he will. Trying to farm a couple more materials, see what he could do as the storm circle slowly gets smaller teams engaging more. This is where you start to see a bit of the firefights engaging more. Miko thought about engaging, but he's going to use the jetpack. A very risky move, see if it pays off, and it most likely will as he gains a bit of breathing room. As the storm circle once more gets smaller, this is where teams start to a bit more engage as Bobcats and Knack Blue, one elimination between the two of them. And Bobcats just realized it might be a better idea just to box himself up and gain a bit of breathing room, but they're not going to have any breathing room for the time being. Bobcats realizing there might be more people down there, and there might be the 2v1. Dex is going to get eliminated, and that's what I was saying earlier before, but it's not going to matter as Thunder Yards takes out Bobcats. And he has 2 eliminations so far. 20 teams left to 33 players left in the match. Let's see what happens in this moment as they do have a minute before the next storm circle starts to shrink. Thunder Yard might realize this might be a good time to park for the time being. You just see Ketchup Man, he's gonna have to play catch up. He has no eliminations, but he's maybe playing a bit of defensive ability for the time being, as he boxes himself up for the moment, just to regain himself. Does a bit of peeking, see what he can, but he's not gonna have anywhere to look. Once more, boxes himself in, tries to see if he can catch people off guard. Does a bit of peeking to see if he can. Shots fired once more, but Ketchup just backs off, immediately realizing it was not the best maneuver to kind of catch him off surprise. And Ketchup, like I said, he doesn't have any more, but he's gonna get immediately blasted down to 96 health. He's gonna use the Flawless Berry Fist to regain some health, but he's not gonna have any brother EVD trying to break that box. Down to 75 health goes Ketchup. Ketchup was bored, realized he might have the opportunity. Yes, he does. He's going to pop that Flawless Berry Fizz. And when he's not, he's probably going to get maybe about 45 shields. And now using his pot to refill the rest. Smart move from him as he gains about 95 of it left. Here we go. This is a bit more what you need to see. As Jax and Beaster, we've seen Jax before. He's played in squads. He's also played in duos. So this is new ground. Sorry, not new ground. This is pretty much fair grounds for him. And then his teammate have always been very well good in not only in squads, but also in duos. So this may be a bit more of his ground, as he has rocking 2 limits between the two of them. For the time being, they're playing a bit of smart. Don't want to get their position for the time being. As we see Beaster once more, him and his teammate just engaging a bit of stalemate. And here we go, 28 players left, down to, you can just see players just start to a bit of engaging. It's going to be a bit more engaging. Now you really have to make your move, and you don't want to get caught third party, as this might be a bit of time as Koel realizing he might have a chance. Outcast gets a knockdown, and he's going to maybe get elimination as well. His second elimination of the match. Koel back to full shields and full health. The circle slowly shrinking. It's going to be a lot of time. Chaotic Sweat once more realizing he's going to have to do it himself if he wants to gain it. He does have an elimination. 13 players left in the match, down to 21 players. As he gains his shields back, it's going to be a bit more touch. Ripper all by himself. Might have been to the high ground, realizing what can he do for the time being. Going to be so close. It's going to be so close. Can he pull it off? Trying to fire off a couple of shots. Can he? No, he's going to just survey the time being. And the Storm Circle shrinks once more. As Ripper tries to see what he can do. Can he land the shot? But it's all going to be so much. Trying to get behind him, but he can't. He takes a bit of damage. Down to 16 shields to 60 health. Tries to farm materials as much as he can. Sizzles and Jimmy, the high key players, the main players that have 7 eliminations between the two of them. It's going to be much they can. Fire a couple shots. Sizzles trying to take down Beaster, but he just only going to get nothing but hit markers for the time being. Sizzles once more tries to fire a couple shots. No, he can, but he just damages his own structure. Jimmy, see what he could do for the time being. Jimmy once more boxing himself in along with his teammate. Regroups them for the time being. But this just could be a bit more time for them. They do have a chance at third party. They do have a chance. Can they pull it off? Oh, they just get out in the nick of time. Haydenator and Viper once more. 2 limits between the piece of them. Taki and Riker, see what they can do for the time being. As Riker just hanging on by a thread. He does not have any health left. It's all mini pots, so it's going to be risky if he wants to pay it off. Sizzles for the time being. It's going to flag off. They're trying to fire a couple shots. Knock down the structure. All by theory. Shots once more. Trying to break that structure. All but breaks. Now Storm Circle is collapsing within itself. Down to 10 teams left. 17 players left eliminated. It's down to Sizzles once more. Down to Sizzles and Jimmy. If they can do it, they do get elimination. And make that a knockdown. Yes, it will. Beakster is gone. It's all up to Jax if he can make the dream run. Taki's in the storm. It's so desperate, but Eagle Dill's gonna make him pay for being gritty. Down to 18 sub. 12 players eliminated. All up to Eagle Dill. Eagle Dill has been playing so good. Lucky with 3 eliminations. It's all up to Jax. They have 4 eliminations between the two of them. Jax looking to make it, trying to solo it himself. He's running back and forth. Oh, almost got caught lacking, but it wasn't going to matter. Lucky just building materials, trying to at least get away. But Sizzles, like a shark in the water, trying to get a couple kills. Yes, he will make it 8 in a row for Sizzles and his team. But he's going to get knocked out by Eagle Dill. Oh, Eagle Dill, he could have went for the kill, but Eagle Dill's also trying to get out, but Sizzles goes down. It's all up to Jimmy to make the run. Eagle Dill has played so well. He's played the safe way, and he's going to get paid for it. The get back is complete for Jimmy, avenging his teammate. Jimmy gonna try to back out for the time being. He's in the storm. It's down to 9 players. 6 teams left. Shots fired once more for Jimmy, but Hayden is going to get out there. He's gonna get out. Jimmy, can he make the run? Can he do it? He's boxing himself, trying to at least get some trying to get some material. Fires a couple of shots, but none of them are gonna land. Once more, lots of footsteps, lots of chaos. So maneuvering around the area. Jimmy once more. He's trying to just box himself in for the time being. Going to be so close between him. Can he pull it off? Lots of footsteps and lots of engagement. Trying to catch off guard, jacks out to low health. Can he do it? Shots fired once more. Jimmy looking to make the run. He has, between the two of them, they have 9 eliminations. All 30 yards, 20 yards is going to catch Jimmy, and it might be over. Verlin, can he do it? The solo run can be complete if he can do it. Trying to get Jax, yes he will, and it's 8 eliminations between his team. EVD trying to catch what's more, following the more pursuers they can. Him and his teammate Modi. It's all up to the final 2 teams. The final 2 teams, just a bit of engagement. Can they do it? Modi and them all between 2 eliminations. Shots fired once more. The circle is at its lowest it can get, the smallest it can get. Neither one of these teams want to give an inch. Neither one can get an inch, but down goes Fury. Down to the final 2 teams. It's all of these 2 teams. Can they make it? Shots fired once more. Valen tries to hang on. EVD trying to also hang on. Valen all by his lonesome himself. Modi's gonna get knocked down. EVD all by himself. Can he pull it off? Can he do it? Yes, he will! And EVD and Modi take game 1. Oh, it was all close to the wire between these 2 teams. The Storm Circle was closing in on himself, but EVD and Modi pull it off in the end. What a game 1 between these 2, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with game number 2. Stay tuned with us for more VHEL. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is game 2 of week 2 of the VHEL Spring 2026. Once more, I'm your host, Kansas W, and we welcome you back. Hope you enjoyed that break. Welcome back. Get set, and we are ready to go with some more drops. If you're just tuning in and you just missed it, here's a bit of a recap. We had a team take on the first game. So again, this is going to be a series of 2 games between these two. We already have one, so let's get right into the second one. You can see the team spreading out and just trying to get much for a feel for each other. And you can see some of these teams, as it was Thunder Yard, I believe, who got the win last time. So let's see what they can do it as. Oh, we see players drop immediately like flies. Each getting 0 point, already getting in, and this is what I was talking about. As we just see these two immediately get the drop on, and this is where you start to see players drop like flies, and it's usually in the first opening moments of the match as EJ reses his teammate for the time being. And let's see, as they start off in Bumpy Bay to kind of get a feel for the match. Stormlight streaking about a minute and 44 seconds. They're going to use that stealth to kind of at least gain some bit of health and a bit of speed. Taking a look at the map, not a lot of action, or maybe we do. Hanging on the outside of the map is Braille K and Shims, who we saw mostly of Shims in that last game, did not much see of K. So we'll see if both these teammates can make an impact in the second game. Shims definitely made an impact in game 1, but he did not come up with that. We just see Theory and Loverboy. As Theory was close to winning game 1, but he just got eliminated by Eagle Dill. Next, we have Awkward and Shoegaze. Shoegaze also been a player we saw coming up in Game 1 as well. But hopefully we see more of Awkwards in Game 2. As he gates with Theory for the time being, but Theory is going to use and just box himself inside that hut for the time being. Meanwhile, Shoegaze is going to knock down Loverboy. And Theory better be very careful. He's going to get... Oh, he's just going to get knocked out by Awkwards. And that's all the thing. You have to be careful of your surroundings. So you have 58 players left in the match. Take a look at the match. Teams are very spread out so far. Not a lot of engagement so far as we see teams hanging out in Lethal Labs, Classified Canyon, and Battlefield Boulevard. Battlewood. Very hard. Sometimes I get confused on that map. So you can just see so far a bit of a spread out. You see damage coming on from both these teammates. But it's a very stalemate so far. 58 players once more left as another storm is about to commence between these two teams. Between both these teams, actually. And you see Pumps taking a bit off his shield for the time being. It's a bit of a chaotic mess so far. Once more, no engagement between these two, between the teams so far. See once more. While the team's sharing a equal lot more. Some teams may only have 1 elimination, may have 2. You see, Radioactive, he has 2 eliminations so far, so we'll see what he can do with that. As Reaper, with his teammate Lucky, we saw Lucky in that last match almost clutch up, was in that final 20 players left, final 10 players left, but he really just got unfortunate and was really unfortunate in that game, so him and his teammate are going to have to stick more together in this match if they want to clutch up the win and gain some points here in the Spring League. As we see Reaper gaining materials along with his partner Lucky for the time being. So it's going to be so close to see what they can do. But they're going to have to play it safe and not be aggressive as they were in Game 1. As Reaper just gains more material for the time being, him and Lucky also just going to sit back and with a comfortable material set that they have so far. The material that they have, they could just work with that for the time being and just basically just take a back seat towards that if they wanted to, but that is pretty much up to them if they want to. But again, it's up to how they want to play in this game too. As we see Grant and Taki also eliminated, we go over to Cash and Lord Wraith, or Wrath, see what they could do. Just in that tunnel for the time being so they don't have a lot to go. Shadows and him also, Shadows and Miko, who have been playing so well. They played well in that first game, but just got eliminated, and that was pretty much a heartbreaker for them. So they're probably gonna have to just make sure to get that run back and hopefully take out the people who eliminated them, as Miko farms for materials. As we have 33 teams left, 58 players remaining in the match. As, ooh, shots fired! Miko in trouble! Can he get out? Yes, he will. Oh no, he still wants more in the cage and is gonna get knocked down by Goonta Astro. And Astro is going to take out Miko and him, so we already have a team down. 32 teams left as Astro and Clouds. Astro revs his teammate for the time being. And Clouds just has 30 health left. He's gonna be popping out all sorts of shields and health to at least get them up for the time being. So let's see what he can do for the moment. As Astro's health and shield slowly gets back to 100. You just see not a lot to work with, but plenty of materials to work with. They are fully stocked on that. Just getting some wood for the time being. As they are hanging out in classified, but they're going to push up. See the bit of engagement going on that cliff. Fires up a couple shots, but none is going to fall for them. Coel backing off, realizing he's a bit of trouble. But he's going to just get out in the nick of time. Outcast and Coel pops the jetpack, but you can see Clouds land a couple shots, but not enough to knock him down as he retreats to another cliff. Now Clouds in trouble. Thought about using the shield, fires a couple shots, tries to break the staircase, but he's not going to do anything but except take some damage, down to 41 shields. Clouds surveying, tries to push once more, and using the mids once more to gain some shields back. He gains the mini pop for the time being as they head in towards the diner. It'd be a good time to maybe survey the field and just park the boat for the time being, or not. They're gonna engage the time being, be a bit greedy and go for them. Not use the zipline, gonna use the materials that they have to work with, but that team just got away. It's a bit too slow for them. Bit too slow. Now they have the high ground. Like I said in the game mode, you didn't really see a lot of players have the high ground, but this time it might be the difference. As Clouds once more gonna use his glider. Didn't think about that, but we'll see. If they head over to Sus Studios for the time being. 29 teams left, down to 50 players. Clouds gonna head into that truck and see what he gets. He just gets nothing but gold and some ammo, which is always good. It's always good, but not what you want. As Astro has 2 kills between the 2 teammates, so it's going to be a very stalemate. Down to another players eliminated. 28 teams left, 48 players left. K gets another elimination. He's been popping off for a bit. Like I said, didn't see him much in Game 1, but we're going to see plenty more of him in Game 2 if he actually keeps up the momentum. As Clouds regains some health, looking for all that steel, and he's going to get plenty of it as he just farms the material. A good idea for the moment. It's all about sticking with your teammate. We haven't seen a lot of that. A lot of solo play, but now they do have just moments for the time being. Clouds, see what we could do. Well, he's not going to do anything for the moment. Not going to do anything, as they now just singing around a bit outside of Lethal Lab. So they have a bit of a momentum just to chill wax. Another player gets eliminated, down to 2017, 46 players left. As Lethal Lab seems to be a bit of a hotspot coming in right now. We see players slowly falling in. Let's see what happens as it's Tickle and Magic gauging a bit of a firing rate. Tickle, see, he realizes that Storm Circle's gonna close, and he's in the storm, realizes it, trying to get out, trying to catch him off guard, but can't find anything. Shots fired once more. Tickle just firing off a couple more shots, trying to break that box, but is no dice. He can hang out in the storm. The storm does not do a lot of damage in the early rounds of the match. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but once that storm starts to slowly creep in, and starts doing a heck of a lot more damage. And he's got the health and the shields to at least keep himself going for the time being. 64 shields for Tickle. He slides around, builds for the time being, tries to regain up on the rooftop. Realizes a player underneath, or will he? Coel and Outcast, 2 eliminations between the both of them. As do have a bit of shots fired. Coel trying to catch him off guard. Ray trying to back him up, but Coel is going to get damaged, down to 63 shields. Hurdles over 1, tries to regain with his teammate for the time being. And he's going to regroup with him. A smart idea to just back off. He really was not thinking about it. as Tickle gets another elimination, takes out Rex. Down to 24 teams left. It's really starting to look thin right now, as both these teams, three eliminations between the two of them. As they start to regrow and look for the high ground as they head up and meet up in the bush and see if they can just survey their moments. Coel, he's just surveying, and him and his team just gonna park the bus for the time being and just regroup. And this is probably a smart idea, as now they have a bit of a space between them and the enemy players, and this is just so good. They're not rushing, and they're not pretty much being greedy, as they're just saying, as we don't want to be greedy, don't want to play a bit more of aggressive stalemate, but they do not want to cast themselves lacking, as it's down, as it's 30 players, as it's 37 players left for the time moment. Looking over to Sheems and Brell. 9 eliminations between the two of them. And it wasn't like this between the last time. So this is a bit of a step up for them, as they are playing with a great elimination. Now it's up to 11 eliminations, as Kel knocks down 2, and a impressive showing between these two duos. And a impressive showing for them. Can they keep up the momentum? We'll have to see, as there's 20 teams left. As we head in towards the stretch, Kel might be in a bit of trouble. Shots fired as Shims rushes over to aid his teammate over to where Shoegaze and Awkwards is. They do build a wall for the time being. Shims, let's see if we can probably make a bit of a movement, but he's going to back off for the time being. Shims realizes that Kel's going to try and be a bit more aggressive. I don't know, it's a good idea. We'll see how it pays off. He's quickly building. It's going to meet up with Awkward. See if they can at least fire off a couple shots. Shin tries to knock down, tries to reduce their height for the time being. But as quickly as he is, Kel is so much in trouble. I don't know if playing greedy was a smart idea, but we'll have to see as the structure gets destroyed. Awkward gets damaged. Shims fires up a couple shots over to K. K once more just trying to play so aggressive. The 2v1, this is might be a bit of strategy, but he has his teammate just backing him off for the time being. Shoegaze in trouble with no shields. Shims tried to fire a couple shots. Shims firing off once more. Press the pressure. Awkward goes down. And it's up to 19 eliminations. Excuse me, not 19. 19 teams left in towards the match. 33 players left in the match. Over to Astro and Klaus. Astro in trouble. Down to half health. He's down to half health. It's gonna be so trouble unless he picks up the pace and backs off. Over to EJ and 0 Point. One elimination between the two of them, but it's a 1v1. Trying to box him off, but Weston's gonna come over. EJ tried to peek through, tried to land that shot, but he's not going to find anything. EJ once more has head over to his teammate. His teammate just backing him up. They do have much as Eagle do. Eagle's been playing so well. Despite being a lonesome player, he's been doing himself, but he's just outnumbered for the time being. Can he get out of there? He's so much trouble. Can he get out of there? It's closing in on him. The wall's breaking down. Walls are breaking down like Chris Jericho. 0 Point tries to see what he can do, but Eagle's gonna get out of there. He's gonna get out of there and retreat. A smart play, or he's trying to cast him off guard. Eagle still, can he do it? Oh, he's so good. He's so quick. So quick and maneuverable. 0 Point is losing track and losing sight of him. EJ trying to catch him from below. Says, you go high, I'll go low. And Eagle still, he's hanging around in there as we're down to 16 teams. Slowly but surely, we're moving in towards the final 10 teams. Radioactive all by himself, just trying to get down to 27 shields. He's going to just get out of there, tries to retreat. As this will be a very risky play. But it does pay off as he just retreats for the time being. Over to Farrell, once again to catch him off guard. Hell, Farrell realized it. Oh, Radioactive just missed that. That would have been a great play. A great play, but it's not going to matter as he regains his shields. Regains the health and the shields. He's got to be careful. There is a player on the other side of that wall. But he does pay off, so he has a bit of maneuverability and a bit of breathing room. He has 2 eliminations so far. Storm starts to shrink now. As we have 26 players left in towards the match, down to 15 teams. Shims and Briquet, an impressive showing between the two of them. Look at the eliminations that they have. a duo that no one wants to run into. And it looks to be that Valerie is going to be the victim of this down the list. But Shims knocks him down, looking to finish off the job. Oh no, he's going to go for elimination himself. Over to Thunderyard. Thunderyard in trouble. Thunderyard just gets out. He's got to return towards his teammate. Bobcat's looking to catch them all by surprise. But you can just see Briquet reading him like a book. Trying to fire off shots, and Bobcat goes down. Down to 12 players, 12 teams left. Shims, between 16 eliminations between the two of them. An impressive showing between these two teammates. Oh, Shims, Thunderyard, all by himself. Can he pull it off? He's maneuvering out, bobbing left and right, weaving between the two of them. And Shims realizes he's in the storm, so he's going to get out. Down to 18 health. And regroup. Can K follow suit? We'll have to see. As he boxes himself in and uses his mech kit. He's got 2 left. He's going to have to play it so well between these two teams. And man, it's been so good between these two. They have been played so well. You have to give credit where credit is due. As Shims fires a couple shots, but he's going to get met with some shield damage. Down to 41 shields left. As this team K meets up with them. Let's see what they do as the next storm circle shrinks. Shims just trying to peek through. K does not have, he's low on shields, but that miss is going to help him out a lot. Shims realizing this could be their moment. As we just see that storm circle slowly shrink in. Radioactive all by himself. He's gonna have to do it himself, in fact. Radioactive backing off the time. We're just gonna play a bit of observer and keeper for the time moment. Over to Lucky and Reaper. 2 eliminations between the two of them. As they surveil in that tight box of them. Lucky realizes this could be his moment, but he's not going to make the move just yet. Lucky and Reaper also been very good so far. We saw Lucky in that game. Almost clutched it up for his team. Down to 11 teams left. Radioactive gets one, gets another one. And we're down to 10 teams as AFF goes down. 10 players up, the final 10 teams. Who wants it all? We'll have to find out. As Lucky has his second elimination of the night. These two teams not want to budget in, but they also can't make any mistakes left. They can't make any mistakes, otherwise it spells the end for them. As another storm shrieks, shots fired once more. Reaper tries to get out of it as we follow him. Beakster also in trouble. K trying to reach more as the storm circle chaos. Here's where the chaos starts to get wild. As K tries to fire a couple shots, but he's gonna get met with the stairs. Tries to fire a couple more, he has to watch out, but Cloud is going to go down. And another elimination, make it 17 for Shims. 17 eliminations between the two of them. Radioactive also trouble, and Radioactive goes down. EVD with his first elimination. Down to 9 teams left, 16 players left. EVD with the high ground. It's close for him. Tries to fire. Shims trying to catch him off guard. Shims gonna make the pay with 0 shields left for EVD. Down to 56 health left. So close for the time being. EVD realizing he's got to move. He's got to make a play. Outcast with another one, but Outcast goes down. Down to 8 teams left. Oh, knocked down goes EVD. Excuse me, it's Shims who gets knocked down. Can they clutch it off? Viper is going to make it do it himself. Kiki for the time being. 5 eliminations. Excuse me, 6 eliminations between the two of them. Down to 7 teams left. Eagle Dude's been playing so well. He's been running it solo. But it's going to be a bit of a stalemate so far for him. As he realizes he can catch somebody off guard. Eagle Dude. It's Rumble, and there goes Chaotic! With another elimination, down to 16 teams, down to 6 teams left. Haynator, lots of action. Lots of action going on in this moment. Haynator boxes himself up, a lot of boxing. Beakster in troubles, all up to Reaper, and Lucky goes down. Jax looking to do it himself. His teammate Beakster is all below him. His teammate just gets back, but he does not have the moment to rev him. Haynator also in trouble. Oh, and Kiki with a no elimination. It's 10 eliminations now between the two of them. Down to 3 teams left. Kiki trying to make it all but work, but he's not going to do anything. Down to 3 teams left. Can't Jax clutch it up? Hater one for himself. Oh, down goes them. Down goes Hater. It's all with the 1v1. Jax trying to clutch it up, but it's not going to matter. EVD and Kiki are going to win it. An impressive game. Jax tried to make it work, but it's not going to matter. 12 eliminations between the two of them. An impressive game 2 between these two teams. What a game for everyone. That was impressive. Close, but no cigar for Jax. We'll have to see if he can bounce back in for next week. As always, folks, I've been your host, Kenzo SSW. Thank you for tuning in for week 2. But stay tuned as we have more coming up in the week. Do not go anywhere. Once more, thanks our production. Thank Edge for this awesome stream he has provided. And I will see you all next time. Good night, everybody.